All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call halayim Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakal Quitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so today I got this book here, Mega Forces, written by Texe. All right, Mega Forces, Signs and Wonders of the Coming Chaos. And I already had done lessons on this book, all right, a few videos back, all right, going into chapter 7, all right, which, goes into the destructive power of nuclear missiles, of nuclear bombs, all right. You should go watch that video, all right. Those are very good videos, all right. Good information being brought out, all right. But today I want to go into the 6th chapter. All right, so let's get into it. All right, I think it's page 90. All right, so hold on for a second. All right, yeah, as you see right here. All right, chapter 6. All right, it is labeled, all right, the weapons and warriors of Armageddon. All right, which in the Hebrew, Armageddon, all right, is Armageddon, all right, which means mountain of troops or city of troops. All right, mountain of troops. All right, so let's just get right into it. All right, let's read it. All right, it says, shortly after observing the carnage and misery of World War I, inventor Thomas Alva Edison made a prediction. All right, there will one day spring from the brain of science a machine or force. All right, and really, all right, well, let me just keep reading first. It says, there will one day spring from the brain of science a machine or force so fearful in its potentialities, so absolutely terrifying that even man, the fighter, who will dare torture and death in order to inflict torture and death, will be appalled. All right, and it is the Lord, all right, that put it into the brain of these scientists, all right, to create such things. All right, the Lord put the knowledge and the wisdom inside the brain of these scientists, all right, to make nuclear bombs and nuclear missiles. All right, a nuclear missile, all right, a nuclear bomb, all right, that's the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right, so matter of fact, let's grab that. All right, let's grab that real quick. All right, this is was it Isaiah 54, all right, and 16. All right, so let's grab it. Isaiah 54 and 16. Is it? Yeah. All right. Isaiah 54 and 16, as you see right here, it says, behold, I have created the smith. All right. Yeah, the Lord is the one that created the smith, the scientist. All right. Because Esau Edom likes to think that he has done this on his own, that he came up with all this knowledge and wisdom to create, all right, these nuclear missiles. All right, this great destructive power. Nah, it's the Lord that created you, that gave you that wisdom, that put it in your mind to be able to do such things. See, the Lord has Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the devil in a trick bag, man. All right, the Lord put it in the mind of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, to create such a instrument that yields destructive power just so that he could destroy himself in this third world war. All right, Isaiah 54 and 16, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. Because what does a smith do? All right, he bangs metals together. He brings all different types of metals together, all right, to bring forth an instrument of war. That's what smiths do. All right, the modern day smith is, an engineer or a scientist, all right, to create such nuclear missiles, nuclear power, nuclear weapons, man. All right, behold, I have created the smith. Yeah, the Lord said, I'm the one that created the smith, the scientists that are able to do these things, man. All right. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. Yeah, that waster is talking about the nuclear missiles. He created the waster to what? To destroy. That's why the Lord created these nuclear missiles, man. Put it in the minds of these scientists to be able to do such things. Because the Lord's will is to rain fire upon this earth in this third world war. This earth is about to be devoured by the fire of the Lord's jealousy, because the Lord is very angry, because wickedness has exceedingly polluted this earth, man. All right, so the Lord is getting ready to cleanse this earth in this third world war by nuclear destruction. All right, it's the Lord that's doing this, man. That's bringing all these nations together for World War III, so they could destroy themselves, so this earth can be cleansed. It's the Lord that's doing this. All right, Joel the third chapter, the first verse. Zephaniah the third chapter, the 8th verse. All right, the Lord said, the Lord said, I will gather all nations and assemble all the kingdoms. That's World War III. All right, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. Yep. So let's go back into this book. It says, on August 6th, 1945, the prediction of Edison was borne out. Yep. That's talking about, we'll read it, all right? It says, on August 6th, 1945, the prediction of Edison was borne out. For on that day, the fruit of man's advances in war power came into clear focus. Early that morning, a B-29 bomber named Enola Gay dropped a 9,000-pound bomb dubbed Little Boy on the unsuspecting city of Hiroshima. All right. The awesome explosion which followed leveled nearly every structure in the Japanese city, melted cobblestones, and killed, or next page, all right, wounded almost 80,000 people. The world had entered the nuclear age. Yeah, that was the beginning of the nuclear age. All right, when the U.S. of A. dropped Fat Man and Little Boy on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That was the beginning of the nuclear age. But it says right here, let's go back. All right, it says the awesome explosion which followed leveled nearly every structure in the Japanese city. And this bomb, Little Boy, that was dropped, all right, on Hiroshima, all right, it didn't even yield, all right, 1 megaton of nuclear power. All right, it didn't even yield 1 megaton of nuclear power. It only yielded kilotons. All right, a nuclear bomb or a nuclear missile of just 1 megaton burns 4 to 5 times hotter than the center of the sun. All right, and the most powerful nuclear bomb that was ever detonated on Earth was known as the Tsar Bomba, a bomb that Russia had created, and that was back in the 60s. So imagine now. Imagine if a bomb that of just 1 megaton was dropped on Hiroshima. This bomb, Little Boy, was only kilotons, yielded kilotons of TNT. But a nuclear bomb of just 1 megaton of TNT, all right, burns 4 to 5 times hotter than the sun. So imagine a bomb of 50 megatons, all right? And that was back in 61. So imagine now. Imagine a bomb of 100 megatons or 150, 200 megatons. These are the type of bombs that are getting ready to be dropped on this earth in this third world war. All right? And the fire that's going to devour this earth, that's the anger, the fierce anger of the Lord. All right, because the Lord is very angry because this earth is exceedingly wicked. All right, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted this earth, and the Lord is getting ready to cleanse this earth with nuclear fire, because fire is the best cleansing agent. All right, so let's look it up. I think I already have it here. All right, yeah. It says little boy, TNT power. All right, the little boy atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima during World War II had an explosive force equivalent to approximately 15 kilotons. All right, and I think it's 1,000 kilotons that equals 1 megaton. All right, let's grab that real quick. Let's grab that real quick. How many kilotons? All right, are in 1 megaton? I think it's 1,000, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1,000. All right, so 1 megaton of TNT equals 1,000 kilotons. All right, of TNT. So 1,000 kilotons makes 1 megaton. All right, it says right here. All right, that little boy. All right, little boy was 15 kilotons. Only 15 kilotons. 1,000 kilotons equals 1 megaton, and 1 megaton of TNT burns 4 to 5 times hotter than the sun. So imagine 50 or 60 megatons. The Tsar bomber was 50 megatons, and that was back in the 60s. So imagine now. All right? All right, so it says the awesome explosion which followed leveled nearly every structure in the Japanese city, melted cobblestones, and killed all right, wounded almost 80,000 people. The world had entered the nuclear age. All right, the specter of World War III has haunted mankind ever since that horrible day in 1945, when the first atomic bomb caused such an overwhelming destruction. And guess what? World War III is coming. All right, World War III is coming. This is going to be the war to end all wars. All right, matter of fact, let's get that. All right, and let's grab that real quick. All right, in the scriptures. All right, but this shall be with burning. All right, let's grab that. I think that's in Isaiah. Let's grab it real quick. Burning and fuel of fire. All right, let's grab it real quick. All right, Isaiah 9:5, it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. All right, and garments rolled in blood. Yeah, because war is a bloody thing. All throughout history, war has been a bloody thing. So the scriptures say, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this, meaning this war, which is World War III, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Talking about World War III. That's the type of war World War III is going to be. A war of burning and fuel of fire. It's not going to be a boots on the ground type of war. It's just going to be a whole bunch of nuclear missiles being shot off. That's the type of war World War III is going to be. All right, but this, meaning this war, which is World War III, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. That's right, man. All right. World War III is spoken throughout all throughout the scriptures. All right, and America is going to be destroyed and wiped off the face of this earth. That's all throughout the scriptures. All right, in this third world war. All right. World War III is coming. We're already in World War III. It just hasn't been officially declared yet by your mainstream media. All right. The whole world is at war right now. All right. The specter of World War, and pretty soon nuclear missiles are going to fly. All right. The specter of World War III has haunted mankind ever since that horrible day in 1945. When the first atomic bomb caused such an overwhelming destruction. All right, General Douglas MacArthur aptly described this settlement when he stated modern war is ugly, a creation of Satan. All right, it says the 20th century has seen astonishing advances in military weaponry. All right, only 82 years ago, all right, about one human lifespan, Orville and Wilbur Wright brought to reality a primitive flying machine. All right, now this book, when was this book published? All right, 1988. All right, so in the early 1900s, man. All right, so it says the 20th century has seen astonishing advances in military weaponry. Only 82 years ago, about one human lifespan, Orville and Wilbur Wright brought to reality a primitive flying machine. The battle tank found its first real use in World War One. All right, while nuclear bombs, strategic bombers, and aircraft carriers came into their own some 45 years during World War II. It says since 1945, further advances have been made. These include the development of intercontinental ballistic missiles tipped with multiple warheads, and that's what you see right now. All right, and the introduction of smart bombs and tactical missiles during the Vietnam and Middle East conflicts, and the type of intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right, we have now, all right, that's on this earth now is crazy, bro. Like it says right here, all right, yielding, all right, tipped with multiple warheads. Ooh, you should watch our video I did. I always talk about it, all right? I called it Make Bright the Arrows. Go on my YouTube channel in the search bar, type in Make Bright the Arrows, all right, which is talking about the nuclear missiles, all right? I think that's from Jeremiah, the 50th chapter or the 51st chapter, all right? Because when those missiles are in the sky, they're gonna look like arrows, all right? It says, however, as remarkable as all these advances in weaponry have been, the next generation of military weapons now in production or on the drawing boards will eclipse anything we have today. Yep. And you see that now, all right? By the early dawn of the 21st century, a quantum leap in technological sophistication and lethality will have been achieved as a vast array of mind-boggling tools of war, all right, are added to military arsenals. Yup, and those tools of war, all right, those nuclear missiles, it's the Lord that created that, man, that put it in the mind, all right? Like, again, Isaiah 54, let's grab it one more time. Isaiah 54 and 16, all right? These tools of war, all right, these nuclear missiles, these great destructive power arsenal, all right, tools, all right, weapons, all right, that's the mind of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man, all right. All right, behold, all right, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. Yeah, so the Lord is the one that created these scientists and put it in their mind to create such powerful things, man. Because where do you even begin, bro? Where do you even begin to create a nuclear missile, an atomic bomb, bro? Where do you start, bro? That's the knowledge and the wisdom of the Lord, bro. That put it in the minds of these scientists, the minds of these engineers and smiths to be able to do such things. Isaiah 54 and 16, the Lord said, behold, I created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. That waster is talking about those nuclear missiles. And what are they to do? To destroy. All right. So it says a quantum leap in technological sophistication and lethality will have been achieved as a vast array of mind-boggling tools of war and are added to military arsenals. Yeah, they are mind-boggling, bro. If you understood the destructive power that these nuclear bombs, these nuclear missiles yield, bro, again, I did a video called "Make Bright the Arrow." It goes into the it's a video that goes into the most powerful nuclear missiles that are on this earth right now, and who and what nations hold them. All right, Russia has the most powerful. They don't only just have the largest nuclear arsenal in this world, Russia. They have the most powerful nuclear weapons in this world, and that's the spirit of the Lord that Russia has it like has the most powerful and largest nuclear arsenal in the world. Because Russia is going to be the main ones to destroy America, all right, to destroy Babylon in this third world war, according to prophecy, man. All right, Gog and Magog, all right, Isaiah the 13th chapter when it goes into the Medes, all right. It says the new high-tech arsenal. All right. It says the newest tools are armed conflict. Excuse me. Let me read that again. It says the newest tools of armed conflict are frighteningly reminiscent of those seen in Star Wars and Buck Rogers movies. If this sounds like an overstatement, take a look at some of man's new life-destroying military weapons. Each of these is either available now or will be in a few years. Yeah, and you have all this right here. Smart bombs called precision guided munition. Yeah, you have that take themselves directly to a minute well hidden target. All right, and you also have something that's known as a mutant missile. All right, which the head of the missile it pivots. All right, and it's able to change direction in midair. Matter of fact, let's grab that real quick. Mutant missile. All right, mutant missile. Let's grab that real quick. Mutant missile. Let's see the images. You see, mutant missile. All right, the head of the missile, the warhead, is able to pivot, man. You see, it's able to pivot. All right, so these you people just don't understand, bro. Look at that. All right. That's why the scriptures in the scriptures it says that they have heads like or tails like serpents. All right, they look like arrows and serpents in the sky, man. All right, when you read Revelation the 9th chapter, when it goes into the 200,000, which is talking about nuclear missiles, there's going to be 200,000, which is 200 million. All right, nuclear missiles that are going to be shot off in this third world war. All right, you see right here, look. All right, let's keep reading. It says smart bombs called precision guided munition that take themselves directly to a minute well hidden target. All right, or minute well hidden target. All right, it says stealth aircraft. Yeah, you have that now, armed with nuclear bombs that are invisible to radar. All right, laser beams that cut holes in airplanes and can even cause supersonic aircraft and speeding missiles to disintegrate or vaporize in flight. Ooh. All right, you have all this now, bro. All right, Esau's blessing was the sword. That was Esau's blessing. Let's grab that real quick. All right, what's that? Genesis 47. Or Genesis 27. All right, I think the 40th verse around there. All right. Let's grab that real quick. It says right here, all right. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, all right, this is Genesis 27 and 39. It says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling. All right, matter of fact, I start at one. It said, verse 38, it says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father bless me even also. All right. O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Yeah, all right, that's why you see Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, they rule this planet earth. He has the fatness of this earth. All right, they control and rule this planet earth right now, the Edomites. All right, starting with the elite banking families, the so-called white man. Because that's who Esau, Edom is, the so-called white man. The Edomites today is the so-called white race, the so-called Caucasian race. All right, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live. And that's how Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, lives. He lives by the sword. He lives by destruction, causing wreaking havoc upon this earth. All right, and that's why he was able to do these things, create such powerful and mind-boggling type of weapons, man. Because that was his blessing. All right, his blessing was the sword. All right, it says laser beams that cut holes in airplanes and can even use supersonic aircraft and speeding missiles to disintegrate and vaporize in flight. Computerized robots, dexterous, all right, and rugged enough to help or replace soldiers in combat. And you have all this, bro. Charged energy weapons operated from space platforms, all right, that can project a deadly ray to Earth to irradiate hundreds of miles of territory. And you have that now. A lot of people like to say that's how these fires are being created. All right, like the fires in Hawaii that happened last year. These fires in California, you know, are using direct energy weapons. All right, neutron bombs that can kill men and women with poisonous radiation, yet leave buildings, vehicles, and other property intact. Biological toxins, all right, delivered by aircraft and missiles, all right, that can blanket entire nation with exodious epidemics of cholera, yellow fever, and a soar of other infectious diseases. Yeah, you see that now with the chemtrails and all of that, man. All right, you see that now with the chemtrails, and that's what they're trying to do with the yo jabba jabbas too. All right, you know what I mean by the yo jabba jabbas, the juicy juice. You know, that they made everyone get, man. All right, that they put everyone in fear to get, or tried everyone to get, man. They putting that in the air, man. All right, it says chemical weapons which induce terror or hallucinations in an enemy's army and population. Drugs that cause soldiers to believe they are invincible. All right, super warriors. Also drugs that diminish or eliminate guilt feelings of soldiers in order to commit atrocities. All right, these are only a few of the destructive weapons we know either exist at present or which will be added to existing arsenals. All right, they sound like science fiction toys created to excite the imagination of young moviegoers or for use in home video games. Instead, they are scientific tools capable of creating a huge swath of destruction and terror. And this is all going to be, bro. Whew, man, I can't even explain or put it into words the type of destruction and chaos that's getting ready to come upon this earth, man. All right, by Esau, Edom using his blessing, the sword, which Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai gave him, man. All right, let's keep reading this, man. It says, let's see what this is talking about. All right, it says, commenting, all right, on this never-ending growth in the technology of warfare, George Keenan, former ambassador of the Soviet Union and one of the most honored statesmen of our time, stated that we have gone on piling weapons upon weapons, missiles upon missile, new levels of destructiveness upon old ones. Whoo! All right. Significantly, Keenan added, we have done this helplessly, all right, almost involuntarily, all right, like victims of some sort of men in a dream, like lemmings headed for the sea. Yeah, and that's the spirit of the Lord that has it like that, man. All right, because it's prophecy. The Lord is getting ready to fulfill his will, all right, which is to pour upon this earth the fire of his jealousy, man. All right, matter of fact, let's grab that. I wasn't going to grab it, but let's grab it, man. Zechariah, the 3rd chapter. Let's grab it. Zechariah 3 and 11. Excuse me, 3 and 8. All right, no matter, excuse me, my bad. It's Zephaniah. My bad. Zephaniah 3 and 8. My bad. Not Zechariah 3 and 8. Zephaniah 3 and 8. All right. So Zephaniah 3 and 8, it says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms." And that's exactly what you see right now. You see all these nations gathering together for World War III. This is the will of the Lord. This is the Lord doing this. All right, gathering all these nations together for World War III, because this is the Lord's will. For all these nations to come together so they can destroy themselves. All right. It says, "For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation." And the word indignation means righteous anger. The Lord is getting ready to bring all these nations together, all right, for World War III, so he could pour upon him, these nations, his righteous anger. All right. It says, "For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." Yo. So the Lord is getting ready to bring all these nations together for World War III so they could destroy themselves, all right? So the Lord could pour upon them the fire of his jealousy, and he's going to do that by this nuclear destruction, these nuclear missiles. So the Lord put it in the mind of these people, these scientists, all right, so they could create such powerful nuclear missiles, man. All right? Because the wisdom and knowledge, all right, these nuclear missiles are the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord. Put it in the minds of these scientists to be able to create such things, just so they could destroy themselves, so it could fulfill his will. All right? Because this earth is exceeding polluted with wickedness, man. All right? Lord, you people just don't know what's getting ready to come upon this earth, bro. All right? See, only the elect is going to understand, all right, what the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord are saying, and receive it and take heed. All right? And Lord willing, I am Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah. I am one of the Lord's true chosen prophets, man. All right? I am of the elect, of the 144,000. You know? When we tell y'all this, see, only the elect is going to understand what we're saying, man. The rest of y'all is going to go on one ear and right out the other, man. All right? It says, "Kenan's words are testimony that the hand of Satan is evident in the malignant development of the newer weapons of killing." All right? All right? Without the Most High, all right, man is helpless in stopping, all right, the onrushing tide of war. Well, this is all the Lord's doing, man. It's the Lord that's doing this. We just read it, man. All right? The Lord said, "My determination is to gather the nations," man. This is the Lord. The Lord is doing all of this, man. Creating this third world war. All right? He's using Esau to do it, man. All right? It says, "And leaders of nations are being led by the evil one, to marshal all the forces of technology in building terrible weapons of death." All right? And this is all the Lord's doing. It says, "In this chapter and the next, we'll discuss the new armaments." All right? And I did lessons on the next chapter, the 7th chapter of this book. All right? The modern weapons of war and their effects describing here. All right, excuse me, read that again. It says, in this chapter and the next, we'll discuss the new armaments. All right, the modern weapons of war and their effects described here were researched from a host of sources: Air Force and Army technical reports and manuals, Department of Defense and Arms Control, agency documents, numerous journal articles, and several excellent books, including The New High Ground by Thomas Karras, The Weapons of World War III by William J. Koenig, and How to Make War by James F. Dunnigan. All right, I might have to go into these books now. Now that I, see them here, I'm gonna have to go into these books. All right, the knowledge and insight afforded by my own years of experience as a U.S. Air Force officer and professor of defense policy and aerospace studies will also be called upon. And I'm gonna end it here, all right? Because I see right here it says microchip generals, all right, and star warriors. Woo, all right. You know what that goes into, all right? So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, so I might have to do another lesson, a part 2, all right, starting right here, all right, where I left off, where I stopped at, all right, just pick up where I left off at, all right. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Raktazai, this lesson was edifying. All right, so double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so with that being said, until the next one, Shalom.